Good people, what is going on? Another episode of the All Go Podcast. I'm your host, Desmond. Thank you for tuning in. This layout looks a little odd on my uh, cell phone, but anywho, once again, I committed to you that I would do a video every single day, and we are doing it. Today's January the 8th. Uh, Random, just a couple things wanted to talk about. The first one is a question that I want to ask everybody. And the question is, can we just stop calling it NIL? Can we stop calling it name, image, and likeness? Because that's not what it is. These are essentially contracts. These are anywhere from 1 to 4 year deals with guaranteed money, and that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. But the odd part is we're still trying to spin it like it's this name, image, and likeness, and you're getting paid for that. You're getting paid to come to Alabama. You're getting paid to come to Michigan. You're getting paid to go to Florida and be a player on the team. So what's wrong with just calling it that? I think it would probably make things if we just had these contracts that these players would sign versus these weird NIL deals. We wouldn't have the was it Jaden Rashada? I know his last name was Rashada. I can't remember his first name, but he, had originally signed his letter of intent to go to Florida, I believe, and then wanted out of that. The collective wasn't gonna pay, or they kind of lied about it on how much they were gonna give him. He ends up transferring to, I think, Arizona State, and I believe just transferred again to University of Georgia, which is fine. All of those things that's fine. Do your thing, but I think if we just change the terminology and just make it, this is just a college football contract. This is what you're gonna this is what you're gonna pay for. This is what you're gonna get. We will guarantee you X amount of dollars per year. We'll break it down this way, one lump sum, monthly installments, so on and so forth, or whatever it is, quarterly payments, so on and so forth. But this whole NIL thing, it just gets a little weird and wonky. And I just think that would probably ease things as far as kind of the what it is today. Um, so that would be cool if we change that. Um, the other thing I wanted to talk about is Jerry Jones. I made a quick YouTube short talking about Jerry Jones, and he at the end of the season said that he doesn't want anyone with the organization who doesn't want to be there. And if somebody wants to talk to Mike, then sure, they could talk to Mike. And then it came out today that the Cowboys denied the Bears' request to interview Mike McCarthy. We'll see. I'm sure there will be negotiations that happen, but today it's Wednesday, January 8th. There hasn't been a football game that the Cowboys have played in three days. There's nothing scheduled today. That's right. And he's not going to play another football game before his contract is up. His contract actually is up now, but the Cowboys have exclusive negotiation rights until the 14th, so next week on Tuesday. Um, so they have the ability to negotiate between now and Tuesday to get a deal done. I guess my thing is it's been 3 days since the Cowboys have played their last game. It's going to be 6 days. 6 days from now, it'll be 10 days roughly until since they played their last game. His resume is not gonna change at all. He's not going to coach another game. He's not gonna get us another Super Bowl win. He's not going to get another playoff win. He's not gonna get another playoff loss either. So, and you've also known this time was gonna get here since the summer. You had an opportunity in the summer to extend him, and you decided not to do that. You've gone as far, and when I say you, I mean Jerry Jones. You've hit the entire length of the spectrum on one end is you're sick and tired of what is going on the field. And then on the other end of that spectrum, you have mentioned in your post game press conferences that only you do, that you think he's doing a commendable job, but he still doesn't have a contract. And now you want to wait until literally the nth hour again, which you've done that, and that hurt your football team when you decided to wait until the last minute to sign Dak. You wait until the last minute to sign CD. My guess is you'll probably wait until the last minute to sign Micah Parsons. And it's one thing to be gimmicky, and because I think Jerry Jones is a gimmicky person. I think he doesn't care why the Cowboys are in the headlines. I think he just likes the fact that ESPN, Fox Sports talk about his team a lot. So I don't think he thinks that he cares about winning, but really he just cares about marketing and publicity. And there's a portion of kind of owner GM where your job is eyeballs, popularity, those types of things. Obviously, winning is a big chunk of that as well. But let's set that aside. So getting people to watch your product is a really important thing. And I'm okay with you doing whatever you feel is necessary to get people to watch your product. Almost, obviously nothing criminal, but outside of almost anything, I'm good with that. Except when it means that you are actually hurting your football team. Your gimmicks, the signing Dak Prescott and announcing it the morning of the first game of the season for the NFL, that hurt your team, because had you offered Dak this contract 2 months prior, I mean, you waited until what, September? So had you done this in March, you could have had some more cap space that you could then go and get a Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, anybody, just somebody. But instead, you want to, make it all about the Cowboys on, the opening day when all the games are happening. And you did the same with CD Lamb. And even with CD, you end up paying more money because you waited until the Justin Jefferson deal got done. Justin Jefferson gets 35, CD gets like 34 and a half or something like that. If you were to extend CD last year, I mean, Amon Ra got 30 million and he got an extension this offseason. So if last yes, so this past offseason. So if you would have done this last year, who knows, you maybe you get CD for 28 a year. I don't know. Maybe not, but it just you're he's getting to the point now where your antics and the gimmicks are now actually hurting your team, and then you continue those things with Mike McCarthy. So how do you think the players in the locker room are looking at all of this stuff play out? Like you playing all these games, you doing these little just gimmicks and these antics in front of everybody to see. Like what? So you think that's empowering Mike McCarthy? And I know the answer is no. He doesn't think it's empowering Mike McCarthy, but he doesn't care about empowering Mike McCarthy. He cares about Jerry and the Cowboys, the brand, not actually the product, the brand. That's all he cares about. So it's just I don't think you just can't win like this with this type of dysfunction, with these type of game. Like these are kid games, not I wouldn't even say high school games. These are just kid games that Jerry Jones likes to play, and it's you can't overcome it. Even when the Cowboys were winning 12 games every year, yeah, they got trounced by San Francisco twice. You beat a Tampa Bay team that was you won the playoff game. I'll give you credit for that. But and then you get what, boat raced by the Packers last year. I actually thought Mike McCarthy would get fired after that game because that team looks so ill prepared. But even if you think that the Cowboys were close last year, not really. I mean, if you're the 2 seed and you get boat raced by the 7 seed, you're not really that close. Because it's not like that 17 went on to the NFC Championship game or went on to the Super Bowl. They didn't. They played in the divisional round against San Francisco, and they played a good game, but it's not they you weren't close. So for a team that's just not really been close to have their owner slash GM just playing all of these games, it's just you just can't win like this. So that is it for me. Appreciate it. And while you're here, go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead. Just hit the button. I appreciate it. Peace.